2023. Today, we are making coffee and walnut cake. Often the walnut's going to be good because it is my gran and granddad's anniversary, Granny Sheila and Papa Bob. Okay, it is an anniversary and I made them a card. Wow. Okay. And I made this huge coffee cake for Sasha's birthday, which was, what's the date? Today's the 27th, so it was a week ago. So I made a huge one, and everyone was like, "Oh, that looks nice. Can you make one of those for Sunday?" So that's 2 days' time. So I've got stuff on my glasses. And I was like, "Yeah, sure." Apart from the thing is, I'm going to London tomorrow. So, and I'm going to be really tired on Sunday. So I'm making the cake now, but I'm not icing it today. And I'm going to see if I can record me icing it on Sunday. But if I don't, I will just put a picture of Sasha's cake. Because I don't know, what is it just a reflection there? Something's in it. I had to go take them, because the lens popped out the other day. I've got to take them space savers, which I did. Okay. So, big coffee and walnut cake. I have all my ingredients here. The oven is preheated to 160 degrees. It's being preheated. It's going to be 2 layers. And this is the Winter's cake recipe. So Felix's mum's his grand's recipe. And very good. It's very fluffy. And this isn't the classic. This isn't what I usually use for cakes because it's a bit more effort and it's not like the usual cake recipe is like 4 ounces of everything. So 4 ounces of butter, 4 ounces of sugar, 4 ounces of flour, and 2 eggs because an egg should roughly be 2 ounces. But today it doesn't have butter, it's got oil and warm water. But because we're making a coffee cake and it's very big but, okay, I'm going to be using coffee instead of the warm water, which you don't need to use because if you just don't put the coffee in, then it's just a vanilla cake. And I'll tell you how to make it into a chocolate cake. So this is like base layer cake, and then you add what you want to it. It has been ages because last time I made a video, it was September of last year, and it is now January 2023. So I've been at college since then, which is fun. I've done my work experience with the council, which is also fun, I'm skiving that today. Not really, I've been doing work and stuff. I just didn't want to go in today because I'm busy tomorrow and I didn't want to be overwhelmed. This is the workstation. I have my recipe book, which I pretty much filled in now. Let me see if I can, so not there, but these are all the sweet treat recipes. And I'm going to try and compile them into either like an Instagram account or something that's not just like the stories because because there's a time limit for it. So I'm hoping that I can make an Instagram account solely just for recipes, and then the slides of an Instagram post can be like ingredients, method, and then like a picture of stuff I've made. So then I don't have to make a video of everything I made. It's still got instructions. You'll see. So these 2 new necklaces. This one I got off of Etsy and it spins and it's really nice because I go like this. Don't look at my nails. I need to take the nail polish off, but I haven't had time, so I'm doing that after this. And then this one I made and it's a fox tooth. A fox tooth, which I found in the woods. Well, I didn't find just the tooth, I found the skull. And I took this one out of the lower jaw, but the rest of the skull, I cleaned all of them. Cleaned them. The rest of it is in my room. Okay, so oven is preheated. Oh. Good view. Oven is preheated. I'm going to line the baking tins now. Yeah, well, and then I can just chat, and then I'll edit out the stuff that I don't want of me chatting. I also have Stevie Wonder playing, and I hope you can hear it because I love Stevie Wonder. Where is it? These are spring-form pans. See, these are useless. But then you've got a little metal circle that goes in the bottom of them. And then it means that you just cut around the edge and go, and then they come out. It's great. Love them. And I need some baking paper. Oh, they're squeaky because they're old. Ugh. It's not quite. My head's. Yeah, no, my head's. Yeah, it's fine. It's all good. Baking paper. Oh, I'm so excited for this cake. Apart from, I can't even eat it until Sunday. When? Guess who else is coming over? Grandparents and Jake and Holly. And they've got their little sausage dog called Noodle. And I haven't met Noodle yet because I didn't go to their what do you call it? The place where they live. I don't know if they live in a house in Parliament. Actually, no. But they have a little sausage dog and he's called Noodle and he's like this big and she puts little coats and things on him and he's adorable. And he's got his own Instagram account, which unusually you think is cringy, but it's not because it's Noodle. And I love Noodle. But I finally got to meet him. I thought I was a knock on the door. Hello. It's not. I've got D&D tonight. I've got D&D tonight with pizza for dinner, and then tomorrow, and then Sunday is my grandparents' diamond wedding anniversary, so they'll come over. And then next week I've got I had my assessment. Oh, everyone would be so proud of me. So since the start of college, we've been doing we've been doing tests and assessments and stuff, and I haven't cried during one once, okay? Which is practically like I'm a god now. But I haven't cried once. I've cried beforehand due to the stress, but I haven't cried actually during it, which is practically a miracle. So that's really good on me, just saying. But Tim's over there. But I had my synoptic last week, and then next week I have an essay on invasive species and pollutants, so that's flora and fauna invasive species in aquatic urban habitats. So I'm doing it about the River Stour, so I went into town today and I took a bunch of pictures of things, and they were writing an essay, but I'm fine. I don't mind writing essays. I've written a couple of essays since college, all of which I've got distinctions. I'm kind of clever sometimes. Written management plan, essay, all bits and bobs. I'm just sort of not that bad at things, which surprises me. I don't know why. I should have more self-confidence. I mean, it's not like the government's in the best place right now, is it? I mean, they're top, but like, I don't know. They're like, no, cost of living crisis, we need kids to be doing maths until they're 18. Bro, no. Even I like maths, and I would not want to make anyone else do maths until they're 18. I purposely chose not to do maths A-level. I was going to, and then I was like, nah, why would I do that? So, and I know for a fact that all my friends who do A-level maths would agree. They would not fix it upon their worst enemies. Because maths is something that you either really enjoy or you really hate. So, I don't know why. Because the whole thing is, okay, if you want kids to keep on their education, post-16, you want kids to stay in education, because education is the best place for a lot of kids in terms of school or college or sixth form, is the best and safest place for a lot of children rather than being at home. And you want to encourage kids to stay in education, to be able to get a level of education that will give them the best opportunities. Why would you make them do something that they don't want to do? Like, a lot of the kids who don't like maths and aren't going to be doing maths will probably just not continue on, like, they'll just, although you're supposed to, and it's like, it's a legal thing for you too, that's not going to stop anyone. They're just not going to do it. You're just going to have a bunch of kids dropping out and not going to sixth form because you're making them do something that they don't want to do, to the point where they'd rather not be in education, which is sometimes the best place for them, rather than being just going into the world. I want to fight you, Brishy. Put me in the ring. I'm doing, it's the YouTuber SmackDown Showdown. Lee Langford versus Rishi Sunak. Oh, I think he might win. I don't know. I need a couple of bowls today. Because I'm going to be using the electric mixer to mix the egg whites, and then the rest of the stuff will go in here. Okay, I've lined the tins. I forgot, I'm just talking rubbish. Line the tins. Lovely. First step. Okay. Separate eggs. Let me separate the eggs. Ooh. Jesus. Jesus. Ow. It's fine. Okay. Separate eggs from egg whites. Usually I do this in a little bowl. Okay. Look bowl. Okay, egg whites go in. I should have a thing to put eggshells in, but I'm not that clever. Okay. Egg white. So you do this, so because you don't want to. Egg whites won't egg white if you get bits. So if you get eggshell, or if you have dirt and stuff in your bowl, your egg whites won't actually fluff up. So when you separate the eggs, you want to separate them in a little bowl, so that if it does crack and the yolk splits, then it doesn't mess with the egg whites. Because all the egg white is protein, and then you're adding the egg yolks. And if a little bit of egg yolk gets in it, it won't whisk up. So, let's put eggshell. Okay, these need to go beat. I'll explain what I'm doing to them before I turn it on, because otherwise you won't be able to hear me. So, to the egg white, I am whisking in half a cup of sugar. So that's 4 egg whites whisked in with half a cup of sugar, and then there'll be a leftover cup of sugar, which will be going into the egg yolks. The half a cup will gradually be put in. Okay, I've beaten the egg whites with the sugar, and now they're like ribbony, like that. These soft peaks, and you don't want to overbeat them, otherwise they'll start to split. Oh, Stevie Wonder's gone off. Give me a second. Steve, my God. Cool. And now I'm beating the, where's the whisk? I'm beating the leftover sugar, which is a cup of sugar. I'm also using brown sugar, which when I last made this, I had caster sugar. I don't have caster sugar anymore, so I am using brown sugar. And I say this every time. I love brown sugar. I used it. Now the 1 cup of sugar in with the egg yolks, which is always a very odd consistency. Okay. That's kind of cool actually. Okay, now sift in the dry ingredients, which is 1.5 cups of flour. Unless you're making chocolate cake, where you do 1 cup of flour, half a cup of cocoa powder. You want to do that. do 1 cup of flour. I'm using self-raising flour. 1. Where's my half cup? It's over here. And we're also going to be adding baking powder. 1 teaspoon. Let me get my teaspoon. Everyone's had a nice new year. Have you any New Year resolutions? I don't. I didn't actually do that. Do I have any New Year resolutions? Oh yeah, I wanted to, because I'm not, oh wait, I'm putting in a teaspoon of baking powder. Because I'm not, I'm more free on Thursdays. Because although I have, sometimes I'll have driving lessons, I no longer have counselling on Thursdays. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that once a month, I can make a baking video. But I wouldn't rely on it. But we'll see. Okay. I'm just mixing in the dry ingredients, which is the flour and baking powder, into the sugar and egg yolks, and it will literally become like breadcrumbs, which is very counterintuitive because you're like, I'm making a cake batter. Why is it like turning into a dough? It's because you barely added any wet ingredients. But we're about to add the oil and the coffee. Oil, half a cup of oil. Oil just makes it lighter than the butter. Half cup oil. And then, so usually I just make a bunch of coffee and then use it because it's for the icing as well, but I'm not making the icing today. Half cup coffee. Is it half cup? Yes. Or warm water, depending on what you're making. But I'm making coffee cake, so I'm making coffee. Then you gotta eat slowly. Smells coffee. We watched the Jurassic Parks. The first one is so good. I didn't watch the second and third one because I don't think I've ever watched them before. I don't think I've ever watched the second and third one. Then I went from Jurassic Park to the Jurassic World. And the first Jurassic World is so good. And the second one is entertaining. It's not as good. And I haven't even tried to watch the third one. But that one does have Jeff Goldblum in it, so I may have to. I'm going to slowly add this, and then I'm going to fold it in, okay? And I'm going to add it in like 2 spoons at a time. And then when I say fold it in, I mean like we're literally gonna, you can still have the streaks of the egg white in it. We're not going to overdo it, because otherwise you're going to lose all that air, all that lovely air you've created. And you're basically literally just like, pretend it's a little baby, and you're wrapping it in a little blanket. See, I'll show you. So it's literally still an egg white in it, but that's okay because we're going to be adding more, and you really don't want to overdo it. Add 3. People keep walking into the house, and it's making me paranoid, and I don't know why. Okay. Like, literally just fold it in on itself. Scrape down the sides. Last bit. Basically just putting meringue into a cake to make it all light and airy. Okay, fold, 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 fold. I'm also going to try and make the video shorter because I feel like that's probably going to be more engaging, because the last cheesecake video had 18 views. I don't know which one of you is not watching it, but no, I'm just kidding. I don't make anyone more. You don't have to. Please don't. I mean, if you've gotten this far through, you probably are watching it. But I'm not. You don't have to. Spent half an hour watching me just going insane, and then just giving up. I think my blueberry pie video is still my favourite one, just because of my absolute disdain for pastry, which I usually love, but I don't think I've ever been so mad in my entire life. That is 2 done. 2 beautiful cakes. I want to keep all that air in it. And I'm going to put, I think I filled up one a bit too much. I'm going to put a baking tray underneath them, just in case they drip. And I don't want to get cake batter all in the oven. 1, 2 cakes in at 160 degrees, and they are going to cook for 30 to 40 minutes. And then they will be light and spongy, and they'll be perfect. And then you can ice them and put walnuts on top, which is what I like to do. And then cut up a slice of cut up and have a look at tea. But those are going to cook, and then I will show you once they've chilled. And on Sunday, hopefully I can record something of me icing them. But if I don't, I will put a picture of the what I made. And if I don't do that, I'll put a picture of the one I made last week, which should look exactly the same as the one that I just made. But I don't know. That's really good. I need to wash my hands. They're all sticky. Oh, that's spiky. Hope you have a nice time, and I'll see you in a month. And if anybody has any requests or recipes, message me or leave them in the comments below. Like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. Gotta get that YouTube algorithm on my side. I'm just kidding. I do not want this to go to a larger audience, but I don't know why I say that so aggressively, but comment your favourite sprinkle. Like, do you like hundreds and thousands? Do you like the little silver balls? You know, the little silver ones that literally break your teeth? Do you like chocolate sprinkles? You're no sprinkle gal, no sprinkle girly? What does everyone feel like? Or, so that, comment your favourite sprinkle. Or, comment your least favourite American state. And not like the state that is America, but like, do you like Ohio? Does anybody like, I know that's a running joke at the moment on the internet. Oh, I don't want to be basic. Does anybody like North Dakota? North Dakota? Where's West Dakota? I don't know. But comment that.
What's your favourite and least favourite state in America?